Deus Ex Mankind Divided is a solid hit or a miss. It's either you love it or you hate it. A sequel to the great game Deus Ex Human Revolution that takes place after all the events of the previous game. The biggest issue with Mankind Divided is that it takes away a lot more from Human Revolution than it adds to the series. Mankind Divided feels rather lackluster and bland compared to Human Revolution, and I mean that in every aspect of the game. They really got rid of everything that made Human Revolution a great game. Mankind Divided feels like a mission to play, and there isn't really that much of a hook in the game that is meant to capture you and convince a person to want to see the game through to the end. Let's talk about the story. First of all, it's bland and very repetitive. It feels like you are constantly doing the same thing but just in different locations. Most of the time the game takes place in Prague, which is in the Czech Republic, and also takes place in many other locations, most notable location being Dubai, which is where the game starts off in. If I am being honest, the game only gets interesting about 10 hours in, and Mankind Divided lacks personality and it feels very robotic and rigid. The game feels like you are always walking in a hospital or corporate working environment, very quiet, very clean and very safe. The characters in the game are no better. Somehow they have managed to remove more character from the main character, who is less human now than he was in the previous game. The worst part about the main character of Mankind Divided is that he feels and looks like a fish out of water. He looks like he doesn't belong in the game, and the rest of the characters of the game are just as bad. Very bland, robotic. You don't get to know any of the characters really well. Character development is a huge issue in the game. Makes a great effort to give you as much background information on all the characters, but they do it in loading screens and it's a lot of reading. The ending of the game is really no better. It basically just ends abruptly with very little conclusion. The character feels like he's playing someone else's story. Human Revolution was about revenge and fighting evil and saving the world. Mankind Divided never really states what exactly the game is about, and the ending doesn't make that very clear either. The gameplay could be so much better and polished. The gameplay is very clunky and rigid. The way the game deals damage makes no sense. Enemies are just complete bullet sponges and your character loses health so fast. The worst part about the game is how rigid and clunky it is. Even the characters in the game look emotionless and very robotic and rigid. Most of the time you will spend the game doing the same repetitive things. My conclusion is that all Deus Ex needs is better writing and gameplay. They have everything they need to make a great game. Like Human Revolution, Mankind Divided is not a bad place to start. It's not a terrible game. It just wasn't finished and made well. And with that, this is the Chilly Man signing off. I thank everyone for watching. I don't know if I can recommend this game to you. It's completely up to you. It's not a bad game and it's not the best game, but if you would like to try it, I would say give it a try. It's up to you. But this is the Chilly Man signing off. I thank everyone for watching. Peace out.